What's good, my people? YouTubers and all. I'm on some other stuff today. Just standing around at my terminal and was talking to a guy about truck driving, and he had been doing some truck driving for a while, and he decides that he wants to do like how his brother did. His brother drives for a company. I'm not gonna say names on this. He drives for a company, and that company gave him a good deal on a used truck, but it wasn't really, well, I don't know. I don't know all the legalities behind lease purchase and all that kind of stuff, but I guess it was an old company truck, and they decided that they was gonna let drivers have at them and pay a set amount for a set amount of time. So he decided that that's what he wants to do, but he wants to be home once or twice during the week, and he wants to be home on the weekends. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. From what I've seen, and anybody that watches this, feel free to comment below if I'm wrong, but when your truck payment is due every week and you have to be part of a maintenance program, and you have to set back a certain amount of money for that, you have to set back a certain amount of money for your taxes, you have to set back a certain amount of money for medical insurance and bobtail insurance, and I don't know all of the full details on everything that you got to have now, but back in the day you had to have everything covered. So my thing is, if you get into a lease purchase program and you get into wanting to be an owner operator, and once again, if I'm wrong, somebody please tell me, but look forward to being on the road. You have to cover thousands of miles in a week to make all of the payments that you're gonna have to make, and that doesn't include a bunch of home time. That's not you getting home on the weekends and getting through the house once or twice a week. Yeah, you can make that happen, but then you're gonna wind up in the hole. Don't let what somebody else is doing dictate what you do. I've seen people come in to a company and start out with one truck, and they real good with their paperwork, and they so tight on all of their stuff that they had a couple trucks, two, three trucks, then wanted to go on and make the next best move, but they stayed gone. They stayed out there grinding to do that. Hardly any home time at all. It's not about going home. Once you graduate school and you get some time in on the road and see what it's like out here, especially if you at a company that got a roller coaster that goes up and down, 1 minute you running 3,000, 4,000 miles in a week, and then the next week you run 1,600 miles that week. You got to be able to be flexible with that, because you're going to want to pull all your hair out. Watching somebody else do that, that's great. I'm the kind of person where I can see somebody doing that and be like, oh wow, that's great. They doing really good things. They doing it big. But it don't make me want to do it. I'm a company driver. I don't have any problems with the amount of money that I make. If I own this truck, what I'm getting paid is what I would pay myself if I was an owner operator. For me, the way that it works is I like home time. I want to be able to go home on the weekend. That's what I want, and that's what I'm gonna do. Monday through Friday, I'll run wherever you want me to run. Point me in a direction and go. Friday, I want to be on my way home. So that's what I need to happen. That's what works for me. If that don't work for you, if you want to be an owner operator, do your thing, but know that there is a constant hustle attached to it. If you want to be a lease operator, know that those bills are going to come regardless if you decide to take a month off. When you're a lease operator, you can do that, but the money ain't coming in and them bills going to keep coming. Okay? So with that understanding, get your hustle on. And I only say that because I look on YouTube. YouTube is like one of my things to do. And I see it's cats out there that'll tell you everything you want to know. About everything you want to know, and it all sounds great. It's only a couple video guys that I watch that let you see the downside. Like, you know, when you break down, you gotta, you know, you're gonna have some downtime and them payments keep coming. So know that it's a constant hustle. Know that it ain't easy. Yeah, you can make $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 in a year, but there's no home time attached to that. I almost guarantee that. You know, and I'm right at. I ain't gonna speak on how much I make a year, but I make a decent amount of money for a year, and I can tie my home time in with that. Go out with my motorcycle group, go ride. You know, things that I want to do when I'm at home, I can do that, and it's all gravy. So my bottom line to this little rant was, don't follow what somebody else is doing. Don't follow what somebody else is doing. Do what's best for you. At the end of the day, if his brother makes $1 million and owns a fleet of trucks, that's what he's doing. That don't mean that you're going to jump out there and be able to do the same thing. Same token, that doesn't mean that he couldn't do it. So, but he just, oh, my brother this and my brother that, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do the same thing. Can't depend on that. You can't depend on that. His brother's telling him how much money he making and it's all gravy. Okay, if you can run that ship, do it. But if you can't, it's okay. Know that it's okay. You can get out there and try it if you want to. And if it don't work, it ain't the end. You can go and do other things. You ain't got to be an over-the-road truck driver. With your Class A CDL, you can drive anything. You know, drive dump trucks, school buses, whatever works for you. Grind it out for what you want to do. What's going to make you happy. You hearing all these stories about how much money is out here? Guaranteed. It's a lot of money out here, and you can come get some of it. But you're going to have to grind it out in order to make $100 and whatever plus $1,000 a year. You're going to have to do that. If you're prepared to do it, knock yourself out. Owning a truck would be great. You got to be able to go with the flow. Ups and downs in this industry. And if I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm trying to tell you, and I ain't left the ground yet. So just know that this rant is about you doing what's best for you. And a mass majority of my videos will probably be about that. About, you know, just, or not about that, but you'll hear me say that a lot because I'm big on that. People can tell you anything. You can see people do anything, but it's about what you doing. Get you a plan and work that. If you can go buy a truck cash money right now and you want to go do it and try it, knock yourself out. But don't be shocked when you homesick and you can't do it because this truck payment is coming, this insurance and this maintenance. You know, blew out a tire, and a tire costs $5,000 to replace. $5,000 for a tire? Think I'm joking. I wish I had next time I'm gonna take a picture of the tire I seen. Regular old truck tire, $4,960 some odd dollars. By the time they add in tax, $5,000 for one tire. Ain't nothing on a semi cheap. Nothing on a semi is cheap. Ask anybody that has a maintenance program together and something go bad on a brand new truck. I'm sorry, I'm done. But just know it's a constant hustle. It's a constant hustle. Lease operators and all that, More power to y'all. Y'all my family. I love y'all. And if I see you on the side of the road, I'll hit y'all on the CB and see if you need some help. But I'm a company driver, and I'm proud of that. Because my truck break down, I'll be like, hey, this ain't working. Hey, this stopped working. Pull into a stop. We'll take care of it. I know. And my paycheck is going to be my paycheck. If I hustle and stay out here and do it, that's my paycheck. If I take a week off, then I ain't worried about no truck payment coming and knocking my head off and me trying to figure out how I'm going to grind and hustle to try to catch back up. That's what works for me. I can't speak on the evil that men do. I can only speak about what I've been through. Live with no regrets, people.